everybody. I'm Jacob, Community Manager for Paradox Studio Black. With me today is Archer, QA at Paradox Studio Black.
Just QA, hi.
I don't know what your title is, man.
Hello, everyone.
Today we are streaming an early preview build of our upcoming core expansion, By God Alone. Our primary bookmark for this is an 867, pre-Schism, but we're going to be streaming from 1066, post-Schism.
That's right.
Because we want to show off some of the interaction between them.
Yeah, pretty much.
A little quiet. Hello. Yeah, okay.
Put it in your face.
Apparently, I'm using the microphone incorrectly. Can you hear me now?
Is it better, chat? Tell me if it is up more. I can do that.
Can you hear me?
I think I'm very happy with our outcome already for streaming. You know,
Oh yeah. I mean,
we haven't done that in a while. I feel like I like it in here.
yeah, I like the stream booth.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay, I see on the VMU thing that I'm bouncing up around where Archer is, so we got to be good now, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be right. We're saying it right. Cool.
Yeah, they're saying it's good. We're good. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go listen from the other room to make sure they're not lying.
Yeah, cool.
Okay,
Alright,
I'm just gonna talk into the microphone like this for the entire stream. Wow, I'm shiny. What the hell?
Damn,
Okay, we
bro.
gotta get to the gameplay feed.
The
Because I don't
gameplay
want to see
feed.
myself anymore.
Okay, cool. Did you know that you're Arthur and I'm Jacob?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do we wanna switch that or?
Ooh, fuck it, we will.
I am Jacob now. You're Arthur. Cool. Nice. All right. So like we've been saying, we'll be doing the.
Bump the music volume down a bit. No, like in game. That's just for us. They can't.
Yeah, that's fine. The game's loud as well.
Yeah.
In a second.
Yeah, we'll get loaded in.
We'll be playing as an archbishop. Ooh.
An archbishop, you say?
An archbishop, I say. Right. There's a few good ways of finding archbishops
Music down.
in game. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I have to go into actual game.
Yeah.
first.
Game settings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can't do it from the screen.
Oh,
We gotta wait until we're. Yeah. No.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, they're having their eardrums blown out, Archer. We gotta hurry.
Okay.
It's
Cool.
not that bad. It's just a little hard.
All right, settings menu.
Cool.
And you know,
forward.
while you're
Yeah,
Yeah,
just like yeah.
yeah, just turn the music all the way down.
Cool.
Even the music's really good. Hey, while you're in the settings menu, you should show off something cool that I have personally added, and I am very proud of.
I hope the quality was assured.
I mean, that's up to you.
So, what was
It's
it?
under game. It's under the
Under
portrait
game.
options.
Cool.
Beautified deceased characters. So with this option enabled, characters will be shown in their prime age after death without negative traits applied. So your dynasty tree won't be full of a bunch of gross old people.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, go ahead and tick that for
Nice.
us.
Oh, yeah. I love the self-promotion.
Oh, of course. I mean, the whole stream is self-promotion.
Right. Okay. Cool. So, we're starting off as an archbishop in Poland, specifically in Gniezno. The only particular reason for that is I like him.
I
Yeah,
heard the
good
door
setup.
opening again.
Yeah, I think. So, we can see right over here that we have a brand new fun little content. The Christian church situation.
I heard that the Christian church situation is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Throughout the game, there will be. Now I'm too loud.
No, you're probably fine.
Yeah, I hear myself like.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You have a monitor in your head. You just turn that down.
Yeah, perfect. That's amazing. All right, cool.
Fantastic.
I couldn't hear myself think.
If you need to mess with your own monitor, you're
Cool.
number one.
Nice.
Jacob's number two.
As you guys can see, we're very professional.
We set up a new streaming machine. Or
Yeah, not gonna-
the
not
video
gonna-
production team did.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the previous PC died like 2 days ago.
The streaming PC died. I built a new one yesterday afternoon, and IT accidentally stole it an hour ago. So this is all slammed together really fast.
Cool. All good. Nice.
Why do we have mouse panning enabled by default?
I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Can't reach that. Give me just a second.
Yeah, sure.
And there we go. All right, now.
Nice. Okay. Right. Like I said, we have a church situation. What church situation is? It is the throughout the game, the church will evolve into its own phases. We have adopted the situation system for that as well. It is very, very similar to how the dynastic cycle works in China, and we can see over here the statuses of the church. We can see we're currently in the reform phase. Our bonus is over here from that as well. And from here, we can see the catalysts that will push it into, for example, investiture controversy.
More on that on Tuesday.
More on that on Tuesday.
Yeah,
right?
don't steal our Dev Diary thunder.
Okay, I don't know what Death Diary we're doing.
We're doing investiture controversy.
Cool, nice. Then we'll see it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Jacob, you're. I feel like we should have more of a script for this. You know.
No.
No, I agree. I agree. All right. As we can see, we have a brand new way to play the Crusader Kings 3, and that is via not theocrats, but ecclesiastic realm government. Ooh, cool, nice.
Very shiny.
Ecclesiastic government type is very, very specific to Christian Europe. There are still a few theocracies around the world that are playable. However,
They don't get the shiny stuff.
all the content is for Europe, right?
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
this is a
It's-
Christian expansion.
Yeah, it is the expansion I wanted ever since we released the game. So I'm quite happy with it, right? We can see this as us, Prince Archbishop Piotr of Gniezno. We're a lowborn part of the Catholic clergy. Ooh.
All right, so let's start by showing off the estate.
Yeah, right. We have a brand new estate over here. We have a cathedral as the main one, giving us quite a decent bonuses.
Yeah, I
Internal
mean-
upgrades too. And naturally, another buildings. However, it is not as easy to just click over here and upgrade the estate. We need to use a great project building, right? So we can go ahead and already start doing that.
Can we? It's quite expensive.
It is quite expensive. However, we're only missing 33 treasury. But the moment we start like trying to build it up, the Pope or other clergy can assist us and actually add funding to that. However, it is expensive. So we'll see. Right. We also have mass conversion, great project. However, we'll be not delving into that right now. So what we can do is we can unpause the game. We can go into learning. Absolutely max out that piety.
Yeah, piety is the primary resource for ecclesiastical characters.
Yeah.
Shockingly enough.
If you ever want to excommunicate someone just like that, piety, you know, it's why not?
Let's show off the personal tenants real quick.
Yes, that's correct. So we have over here a new alert. This is personal tenants. How the system works is most of the tenants in game right now, if not all of them actually, have bonuses. And if you choose to adopt that tenant, some of them don't really have it right now because this is still an in-development build, as we can see in the top left corner. By selecting a very, very specific tenant, we now earn bonuses from the following tenants. So, for example, if we want to... there's one very, very one that I like specifically.
You gotta hit the adopt button first.
Yeah, I do have to hit the other button. This one. Plus 2 diplomacy, plus 25 monthly piety, but gain in an inadaptic trait. And from here...
God, if only it was that easy in real life.
Yeah, right? I mean, there's meds for it, man.
Hmm.
And then from now, we can see that we have the bonuses. With this, however, there's also tenant popularity, which we can talk about maybe a bit later. But there's also your own spiritual fulfillment. You can see that depending on whether you go to spiritually fulfilled or doomed, just straight up, there's different bonuses depending on not you actually want to play with the church, as in on good terms, or whether or not you're the second reincarnation of Satan.
Yeah, it's not necessarily good or bad. It's just different playstyles being further enabled.
Exactly. The number of personal tenants depends on your status in the church as well. For example, it is based on level of devotion, that's for sure. And I think Pope gets additional one.
Yeah.
With all of this, naturally, we wanted to make sure to have that good Rex to Riches story as well. That's why one of the most fun ways to play the game is play via the Prince Bishop, then become the Archbishop, then we can interact with Pope, ask him to become a Cardinal. Costs a bit of piety, so we can't really do that right now. And from Cardinal, we can go into the College of Cardinals. And this is how we do succession for the papacy right now. We have 3 cardinals, and from this list, cardinals will put their vote into who think they should rule. And as we can see over here, each and every cardinal, if for example this cardinal is elected, he will enact this tenet into the main Catholicism. So in about 50 years, your Catholicism may look a bit differently than what you started with.
Yeah, I see one request on Twitch. Can you show us the papal courtroom?
Of course we can. So
We should definitely show this one off.
yeah, it's great. Look at this.
I love our art team so much.
It's so good. What else is there fun to show? We'll display it. We have a bunch of new decisions. Obviously, the huge big ones. We've also added monastic orders. However, I think we'll have a dev talk talking about them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can skip on that for now. We also wanted to not really lock people into governments. That's why if you want to switch to become a feudal, for example, you have a decision right over here. You become feudal at a cost of yourself, really. Definitely level of devotion to become feudal.
Yeah.
However, if I remember correctly, low-level feudals can also become
Yeah, if they're under a certain rank, they can convert to a theocratic type rule.
exactly. We can also study the scriptures. It is an ongoing scheme that will help us gain more piety. So let's go with this one.
Bump the speed up.
Bump the speed, sure. The more piety we have, the better, naturally. Our income is very, very heavily dependent on our position. The higher we are of title, the more we'll be gaining in money as well. And right now we can see we have up to 7 treasury a month, which is quite good.
We've got enough to start our cathedral upgrade.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go ahead and do that. The decisions, great projects. Starting Gniezno. Cool. And hopefully soon, if Pope really likes us, they will start investing in us as well. So, what can you do as an archbishop, Jacob? Such a good question. Thank you for asking me.
Of course.
Amazing.
That's why I'm here.
As an archbishop, naturally, what you would really like to do is become the Pope. Pope is the absolute ultimate power of authority. However, it is not the only one. You answer to Pope. However, because we are an archbishop, we can also see clerical regions over here. Ooh. And as we can see, because we are an archbishop of Gniezno, we have the power over this clerical region. And naturally from these temples, we'll be getting our tax from as well.
Even if they belong to a different political realm from us.
Exactly. Which is why it is important to keep looking at this map. Clerical regions can be split, expanded, shrunk by asking for the Pope in
Request a merger.
these.
Let's go ahead and amass more power. Wow, he
Yeah.
doesn't like that.
They are expensive as well.
We can get
They're
Magdeburg pretty easily, but we just need more piety.
Yeah, and he needs to actually like us, right? That is how you expand your power. And from here, for example, we have a bunch of more interactions with the rulers that are a part of our archdiocese. So we can evangelize a personal tenant. more on that a bit later as well, because there are a few tenets that are allowed, are in neither of them, and are just straight up forbidden. Some of the fun tenets, you can pick them up as your personal faith. You can practice them, however, that is also a secret. So if someone finds out you're practicing cannibalism in your court, you will not have a good time.
You can adopt any tenet you're aware of as a personal tenet,
Yes.
but the actual faith may disagree with it.
Naturally, these tenets that I know of are not all the tenets. That's why we, for example, have, if I wanted to learn more about the Tengri religion, I can study its rite and learn of its tenets. That is not the only way. There is also a way of traveling, finding out via pilgrimages, and seeing how you can go from there as well. So, because we are part of this archdiocese, there's a few fun little things we can do. It's our own little playground, right? Poland's quite a good setup. For example, we can see over here that he only has 2 children. Is there anyone else who has less? Not as much. Cool. What we can do with our Count of Poznań is we have a slew of new religious interactions. We have evangelized personal faith, where we can tell them, hey, this tenet I'm practicing is quite cool. It's quite nice. You should do that as well. I had a fun little scenario in the in my playthrough where I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I went to my king and I told him, hey, I'm practicing cannibalism. You should do that too. And the king was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? And immediately put me in prison for learning my secret.
Okay. Yeah, I see somebody on YouTube pointing out the demand child for the cloister interaction.
Yeah.
As a theocratic ruler, you could just screw with the succession of secular rulers quite hard.
Oh, yes. There's a few fun little things we can do. We can, for example, demand the church succession. That means if the ruler dies without a child, how he dies is up to you.
Yeah, I mean,
You can gain more land as a church. This interaction is quite expensive as well. So it costs quite a lot in treasury and the piety as well.
yeah, and then you have to manage all the children he might pop out after.
Right? However, with that, you can demand chastity. And we can start already seeing how being an archbishop or being a prince bishop is having your own little playground and seeing what you can actually do in archdiocese. If, for example, someone is not really willing to murder them, was this cool little button over here? That's my favorite one. I don't like him. I don't like his face. I'm just gonna excommunicate him.
Do it.
And now he's excommunicated.
Magnificent. Well, there's a good question about inheritance and succession as bishops.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a little out of scope for discussing it in detail, but the short version is that you inherit along the lines of the archdiocese itself and not the dynasty.
Yes.
As an archbishop, you don't have a dynasty, so when you die, you take over as the next holder of the archdiocese.
Exactly. There's a few ways about it. You can propose another person to be your successor. You can mentor them as well. And yes, 75 piety for execution is very low. We're aware of that. It is part of the balancing. It's going to be increased.
It's a
don't worry.
development build.
It's a development build. Don't worry.
Everything set up right now, these numbers are meant for testing and development purposes.
Yeah, exactly. However, you can follow the succession line of the church. But you can also just establish your own dynasty. Nothing's stopping you for that. The
Well,
church...
There's a few things stopping.
I
you from
mean,
that.
the church quite known for weird shenanigans, so to say.
Yeah.
Especially in medieval times, where sometimes it was a power grab. So, if you really want to, you can establish your own dynasty and make sure that you continue playing as them instead of the organization.
It's also an interesting way to switch the dynasty you're playing as.
Exactly. And we can see that our study for piety is gaining traction. So let's continue doing that, and hopefully you will gain a bit more piety soon. Can also increase our church authority. Cool. So I think we can talk about another fun little feature that we have.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, puppets.
Yes.
That's a nice feature. So with CE3, we're adding a new system. It is called the puppets. From here, there are a few ways we can go about it. We really, really wanted to make, in medieval times, if you were a Christian ruler, very, very often you had your first son being the heir, while your other children went off to the church. And currently in the game,
Late medieval.
yeah. But currently in the game, there wasn't really that much you could do with those other children. They were like not in problem for succession. However, right now, if you set up your child to become the man of cloth, you can ask the Pope to become the Archbishop of your own region and have a very, very strong Archbishop, part of your family. And naturally, because they're your family, you have a hook on them. You can puppet them as well. Or you can go the other way around as well. If you're an Archbishop, you can puppet a secular ruler.
It's a way to allow you to interact with the other game loop without actively being part of it.
Exactly. You can also try to puppet the Pope himself. Fun
So
interaction from
Archer,
that one.
what can you do with a puppet?
Oh boy, what you can't do with puppets. Puppeting is quite difficult. We can see there's quite a lot of requirements for them. However, what we can do is maybe debug puppet them?
No.
We cannot do debug puppet?
No debug mode.
In that case,
There's somebody up at the top of the list you could puppet. Not clerical, but yeah, grab a spy master. That's a really good one to have.
Can't puppet him.
Damn, that's all right.
He
debug
will
mode. Let's
accept
go.
it, but okay. Shh, nobody's seeing this. This is okay.
This hurts me.
I want to go straight for the king.
Bypass?
No, I have to gain a hook on him.
Yeah, there you go. But, through real gameplay, you would have to actually work at this. But we do
Yeah.
have limited time, so.
Paragon of Virtue. Let's keep doing that. Cool. And now we have a king who is our puppet. Don't worry about the piety. I'm just not gonna.
No. That's too far.
I wanted to remove piety.
Oh, I didn't see you cheated it. Yeah, remove that piety.
Where's minus?
Do you not have a
There we go.
Swedish keyboard?
It is a Swedish keyboard. No, I'm using Polish keyboard.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
You should
Cool.
use the Swedish keyboard
Alright.
so that you're not struck with illiteracy every time you go to a different computer here.
And from here we can see that there's a plethora of interactions that we can do as our puppet.
Yeah.
Stemming from the very, very simple of the all-time classic, interacting with yourself, interacting as a puppet, and sending gift if he has the money. Hey, why not, right?
So this effectively allows you to take actions as the other character.
Exactly. All the way to declaring war on other rulers.
Oh,
That's cool, right?
that would be really useful for the church.
Yeah. Funny how you can do that as another ruler.
Oh, that's wild. God, this is it's an amazing DLC.
It's great. It's literally the DLC I've always wanted since 2020. Like the moment I've been playing this game, I always wanted this DLC. And while the idea behind this DLC wasn't exactly here's a very clear path for you to progress, it's been more open as to what you can try doing with the DLC. All the fun little features that interact with each other, like puppets and excommunicating someone else. And if you're a king and you don't like someone, you puppet your court chaplain and try to excommunicate them instead on their behalf. It's cool. And because you can send off your child to church and play around with them as well. Like, it's so fun. I like it. It's great.
Yeah. Since we're already opening debug menu, I got to show it off.
Yeah.
I got to show it off because it's cool. I'm proud of it.
I would like to show off the Pope as well.
Why are we showing off the Pope?
Well, Pope has a lot of interactions.
Let's get a new Pope first because I want to...
Are you just gonna kill him?
Oh no! First, I'm going to give him bubonic plague.
Oh yeah, cool. Oh yeah, you're showing off your own fun features.
I'm showing off my stuff. Okay, so you can see he's old, he's gross. Nobody wants to see that. So we just kill him. Boom. And this is how he's remembered now. Not as a gross, old, plague-ridden Pope.
Pope.
I had a word for it, and it fell off of there. But look, he's at a younger age, and he doesn't look nasty.
Yeah.
And because our game director requested this, we can stylize them as well, so that he looks like a nice little painted figure.
Oh yeah, just like from the Legends.
Yes, it's the exact same shader.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Nice.
So cool. We have that going. All right, back to what you were doing.
Back to what I was doing.
The boring part.
The
We
boring
got to
part.
the really cool highlight.
He made
headline
this feature. Jacob made this feature.
The worst part is that you couldn't do it from script, so I had to dive into the source code. Our programmers are underappreciated, just in general.
I agree. Everyone has been doing a lot for this DLC. So we have our own little fun little playground, right? I would like to show off what you can do as an archbishop, and then show off how the religious map mode works. Maybe switch over to the Pope, seeing how you can go for it, and what other fun interactions the Pope has. So
Just to clarify, when this setting is enabled, it's for all characters.
yes, it is for all characters. However, CK3 always had a bit of a problem. I've been telling about it since before the release of the game. However, it's been the more pious you are in your own religion, suddenly you can create a completely different religion, which was quite an immersive.
Thematically didn't really click too well.
Exactly, right? Right now, we have reworked the religion system. How it works is, as we can see, we have the Catholicism over here. However, under Catholicism, we have rites. See how Ambrosia over here disappears the moment we zoom out? And the same with Mozarabic? That's because they're rites now. So, if we click over here, we can see the main head right, and we can see more details, and we can see other rites in here as well. We can see Ambrosian rite, we can see Mozarabism, and all of these faiths fall under the main headlight faith, rite being the main faith. So, for example, they fall all under the Christianity. And how we've added onto that system is the main way you now make faiths is by creating rites. And if the rite is divergent enough, they're no longer the rite. They're a separate faith. Say, for example, how Catholicism is now different to Orthodox. And how we do that is we can create branch Catholic rite. And from here we can set exactly how our rite we want to do. If we want to do Miles Christi, if we want to do some other rites that are known, but for example not exactly allowed.
Economachia, that's a good.
Or prohibited ones, right?
Gnosis is going to push divergence way up.
Or even Simonia.
One thing to mention about divergence is that 100 is the point where it is instant, immediate.
Exactly. You're being kicked out. You're no longer the same religion.
Yeah.
So you're treated as a different faith.
However, from 50 up, you're kind of in a gray area. And if the Pope really doesn't like you, he can go ahead and declare that, yeah, you're schismatic. You're not part of our faith anymore.
I will show it off later as well. So what we can do is... don't worry about that one. We can make a fun little QA ride. Why not? Right? The adherents would be Jacob, 1, Jacob many. It's a fun. Right, we created Polska Górą. Cool. And now we can select all the tenets, we can select the doctrines, and depending on what we change, we can see over here how much divergence that will give.
Yeah, I see we changed the heretical right threshold to 65.
Exactly, right?
Hopefully
right.
that means Insular being declared heretics at game start less often.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to it in a second.
Oh, yeah.
So, actually, you know what? Right? You're right. Let's make even more Avengers.
Yeah,
right?
let's go religious law. Let's sit.
There we
in,
go. Sanctity of Nation, 80. I think that's good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Cool. Let's do that. So, what we can do right now is we have our right. Ooh, look at that. It's cool. Nice. Simonia, Militus Christi, and Sanctity of Nature. That's quite a combo. So, let's spread it very quickly. From here, what we can do is, for example, if he's our puppet, we can sway him to right. We can use a hook as well, so he'll be more willing to do that.
You're doing the religious studies?
Yeah.
You're going to get bombarded with stress, man.
Look at this. And now he will also be spreading our right. And because he's the king, he will tell his vassals, hey, we're following different stuff now.
Get with the program, guys.
Because we are, however, quite divergent, we risk being targeted by the Pope.
Not that Pope. That Pope loves us. Can we piss him off a little?
That Pope loves us for that's because of debug studying and max level of devotion.
Yeah.
So let's do something cool. Let's kill that Pope, right?
Yeah.
Let's first request a cardinalship. Once again, debug numbers. Don't worry about it. It's because of console commands. And let's. Oh, don't worry about it.
I'm a little worried about it.
And now we have a fun little feature, Jacob. So we can see how a new Pope came to order and how the Christian right has changed. However, what's this cool button over here?
Anti-popes confirmed?
Yeah, you can become an anti-pope. We have this decision over here to proclaim yourself as the anti-pope. And it's showing up as available, but once again, that is because of debug commands. It is quite difficult to become an anti-pope. However, you don't have to play as an archbishop or cardinal to be an anti-pope. You can create an anti-pope if you're playing as a secular ruler as well.
And then you have a pope who is automatically puppeted by you.
Exactly, right? And from there on, you enter this fun little struggle between the main right as well as your own right, where you're trying to make your anti-pope the main pope, and the main pope, you try to dethrone him.
Gosh, it's starting to sound like to me, Arthur, that by God alone adds a lot of inter-church politics.
Right? Crazy. Who would have thought of that one?
How about creating your own holy site? You can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Holy sites are dynamic and changeable now. They can be
Yes.
added, they can be removed.
The way holy sites work now is you can create a holy site. You can select different attributes it has. However, depending on what they actually do, depends on how many holy relics you actually put in there. Fun little another thing that adds to all of that is you can ask Pope to, make your relic holy as well. Or you can also, if someone dies and they're holy, finger here and there. Nobody's gonna know the
And
difference.
that's why so many peasants have 9 fingers now.
Yeah, and now suddenly Saint had 90 hands as well. And from there on, we can create holy rites, holy sites.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
I remember one of the earlier builds where we had just implemented this. The restriction on removing holy sites was really loose. I managed to convince the Pope to declare that we're all not that important. Don't worry about it.
I think we can switch now to a Pope and show something cool.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So let's switch character. Let's go to a Pope. And oh no, we're a Pope. What's this heretical rite doing on our doorstep? We should probably take care of it.
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, disgusting, right? There's a few ways we can go about it. So, as a Pope, oh boy, there is a lot of stuff you can do. The way your will is enacted now is by enacting a bull. From here, you can call a crusade, declare a heresy, permit a tenant, or forbid it as well. These ones they may not look like much, but let me tell you, they do change the gameplay. It's If someone has made a rite that is not divergent enough, but you want them to be, right? And they're practicing something, you can just forbid it. And now suddenly they become a rite that is no longer part of your faith. And what happens then? You call a crusade on them. There's so much.
Just blatant politicking in my medieval church. I can't believe this.
So we can try to enact a bull if we have the church authority. So we can...
Oh, wow. Someone finally mentioned that the names were swapped. Yeah, we know. We're just...
Oh, yeah.
We're going with it. Also, Arthur, since you mentioned the Polska Guru on the right, we've had like a dozen different people sending you messages in Polish.
Oh, yeah, right? I read all of them. I know bull. I know
Does
stuff.
the AI make their own rights?
Yes, there is also a... I believe we scripted certain historical rights as well to show up as you play the game as well. However, nothing stopping AI from making a dynamic right as well. So we can enact a bull, we can declare a heresy, and we can declare our own right as the heresy.
Yeah, we got to push QA out.
And now we can see the bull of 1068 in order to put down the evil of QA, right? The apostolic authority. And we just made them into a heresy.
All right, so what did we accomplish with that?
And in them being a heresy, we can see that tenant popularity also dropped quite a bit. And because of this, everyone who practices now this faith is a heretic. Right? And from there, what's this cool button over here?
What?
Right? So as a pope, we really wanted to make it feel like you are the pope. You are the head of the big church, the machination that is spanning the entire Europe, right? And there is many ways you can go about it. You can edit rights, you can summon a council, which we'll see to that in just a second. However, if you also want to spread your faith a little bit or assist another Christian rulers, there's also plenty of interactions to go for it as well. For example, right now, because they are a heretical, or if they're pagans, we can do something that's called Inside Holy War. In this UI, we can select a ruler that will try to fight them and assist them if needed for a title. They will accept because of console commands. And we can try to push them into doing this, and we can even join their war in order to fight on their behalf to get this title. And this is what we can do to Poland because we declared them heretical.
So we're encouraging Europe to go to war with Poland.
Yeah, I mean, not the first time.
I wasn't gonna say it. Yeah, we've had a couple people ask about saints. We can show one off. Title history of the papacy.
Yeah, exactly. Title history. Let's go all the way down. Look at this.
There you go. That's a saint.
He's a proper saint now. That's nice, cool little halo. That was one of the first things being done in the DLC as well.
Oh, yeah. I like how it's animated.
Yeah.
Normally, deceased portraits are static, but we have a nice little override for this one to ensure that they get their glowing halo.
There is also, as you play, there will also be ways to see the saints being created in-game as well. We aren't showing every single saint that has existed because that will just blow the list insanely. It is only the new saints that keep appearing from when you started the game.
Yeah, there's a lot of saints. So
There's a lot
we're
of
only
saints.
tracking the new ones.
Exactly. So we've seen right creation. We've seen the heretical. As a pope, there's a few fun ways you can go about it as well. Remember, corruption is not real if you do it.
I mean, corruption is only real if the Pope says it's bad. So if you're the Pope...
I'm part of the corruption, I defend it.
Yes.
Right? So what we can do is, as a Pope, you have a very, very special way of pushing your will by editing your right in any way, shape, or form you want. However, that is only limited to once. If you do that, there is another way to go about it, but it's not so easy anymore. There is a new activity called Ecumenical Council. in here, this is an activity where the entire Christendom gathers, convenes in a place.
The important church figures.
The important church figures as well. And in here, you can select. It's not only limited to the Pope. The archbishops and cardinals also can host their own councils. However, because of the costs, it's not as easy, right? In here, for example, we wanted to see if you want to be a populist, you can go for what's popular, naturally, and seeing what takes. Pushing polyamory, bit difficult to do, not gonna lie. But we can try that. Why not? Sure. Let's debate polyamory. Let's also debate simonia.
And we have a doctrine slot as well.
Exactly. We can also select.
Female adultery accepted.
Sure. Right.
I'm sorry. I love doing that one.
So, I don't have high hopes for this
It's
council.
hard to get them to agree to that.
Yes, it will be quite difficult, but, we'll see. Fun little thing I also wanted to show off, as we can see that. How do you action lock tooltip? There we go.
Like that.
Yeah. There's also Latin sculptures here. Cool. And we can hover over here to see the historical background.
Historical context.
In our
in
game?
my Crusader case.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So, let's host the council. I will skip through some of the events to get to the meat of the council as well. In order to show the actual gameplay stuff. 45th. Yeah. I'll go mad.
Somebody asking if we're going to sell an optimization DLC. We already did. It was all under heaven.
Yeah.
The optimization part was free.
There's a bunch of events here that also leading up to all of this. However, like I said, I want to show off the meat of
Why
it.
are you tanking our spiritual fulfillment?
It's okay. So, as we can see, for example,
It's forbidden.
it's forbidden.
We had to permit it first.
we fucked it up.
Archer, you've got quality to assure.
No. It's
No, if you can't do it, you shouldn't be able to select it as an option.
It's okay. But the game will tell you outright. The game should tell you outright that you can't do it. You have to forbid. You have to permit it first, right? However, for this one, let's go decide for that one. Go decide. Don't bother me right now. In here, the events that I just skipped over.
They weren't down with polyamory.
No, they weren't done with it. However, over here, you can see how many of them would go with you to accept this, and how many of them would not go with you to accept it. Funny number. And throughout the events, you can sway more people to do it. Do you want us to show it? Because I didn't want that polyamory to go through.
Okay.
But
I have to
over
interrupt because I see a comment here.
Okay.
Battle Pope DLC. We had a fun bug pretty recently where
You discovered it 2 days ago.
where the Pope had access to the Khan's submission or ruin casus belli. And let
For
me
no
tell
reason
you,
at all. No
Yeah.
reason.
that was a battle Pope. Like southern Italy was just in flames as soon as you unpaused.
However, with more natural rights, so to say, we can select over here what our rights are, and we can see if Simonia, which right it should replace. So let's go for
Order
Laura. Yeah, that's fine.
You say that too fast, the furniture starts floating.
However, they really did not like me this time around. They decided not to deal with me. So
wow, nobody was in favor of that.
nobody was in favor. Nobody wants money.
All right, let's go. Embrace it.
Let us embrace it.
Accept it.
Let's see. And now we'll try to make it work. We'll really try
yep.
to make
It's winning.
It's winning. Let's keep going for it. Keep going. Hey!
Hey.
From criminal into shunt.
They can legally cheat now.
Oh. And we can see the status quo. The status quo and it passed. So, that was the one fun thing you could do as a pope as well.
All right. Thomas Johnny III has been asking this for like 40 minutes.
Thomas.
Does England have its own right in 867?
I don't remember. I'll be honest.
I don't remember either.
I
That's why
don't
we weren't
remember.
asking. That's why we weren't answering.
Should we take it? Like last 5 minutes of the stream?
Yeah, during the last section.
Yeah,
we'll
we
go
can,
through
we can
and
show
look
off
at
867. Don't worry. We see you. We just wanted to show off other stuff as well.
Yeah.
The Pope can do many things. The Pope can also be a fun little kingmaker. We can also bestow another title. So if we really want to, we can give him the Empire of Carpathia.
So even if it's uncreated and he doesn't meet the requirements.
Exactly. It costs a bit too much for us. It costs a bit for us, right? Obviously, the numbers are still need to balance.
Oh, that's almost like declaring some French ruler a Roman emperor.
Right? That's crazy.
Yeah, no
Huh?
pope would ever do that.
So let's bestow him a title, and now he is Carpathia.
Fascinating.
What other fun little stuff we can do? We can sanctify an artifact. We can offer spiritual counsel, demand child for Clovier, and the creature succession. I think we should show that off.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it will use some debug, but hey, whatever.
that's fine.
So
We'll demand that, and then kill his kid, and then kill him.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Just CK stuff.
So we can do that. And now we can see that he doesn't really
So
like us.
There can still be more than one emperor in Catholicism. Yeah, with papal approval.
Yes, exactly. And now, if we we can see.
That was so tragic.
How did that happen?
Just there
the
one
primary
moment.
heir?
Oh man, it's crazy.
And now let's invite him to a feast very, very quickly, and let's skip to the good part. Where is he? Slay the character. There we go. Let's skip to the good part. What is that? That's crazy.
Insane. That's all church land now.
Naturally, because it is the live stream, I very, very much speedrun through it. How in game it is going to be
You know,
much.
they're
much
going
more
to complain
difficult.
about this on the forums
Oh,
for
yeah.
like the next 3 months.
100%. It's okay. But it's one of the ways you can do to play around with Catholicism. And you're right. You know, when you're the Pope, who's there to stand in your way?
Exactly.
What other little fun we can do? We
Look,
can
your
bestow the short lands.
justification for anything as the Pope is just God said I could.
Look, Jacob, I'm the Pope. And now he's excommunicated.
That's crazy, man.
One very funny thing is, every time you start a game in 1066, you will always get one of the events. It is either the Kaiser asking you to excommunicate Matilda, or Matilda asking you to excommunicate the Kaiser.
You know, I can't wait to see analytics on that because I have a sneaking suspicion which one will be picked more.
Oh. Let's see, let's make him a king. Sure. And now he's a king too. Everyone's a king. Look, he's fighting with the Byzantines. I think that
Okay,
will
we,
help him
we
out.
should support him. Because anything that damages Byzantium makes me happy.
Of course it does.
Mehmed did nothing wrong.
We can't really go against Byzantium that much because they're a different faith from us.
And yes, Lady Saffron, our name tags are backwards. We
Yes.
noticed this before the stream started. And
We decided it's funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
Remember EP All Under Heaven DLC when there were like 15 Jacobs in the
Yes.
in this meeting room? That was quite fun too. When it comes to the Orthodoxy, they also have the Patriarch as the head of
While
faith.
you were looking at the faiths map, let's go take a look at Islam real quick.
Oh yes, that's right. We also updated every religion in the game. So we can see, for example, Islam now supports following rites. And we can see exactly the rights over here. Before anyone already speedruns into it, yes, we've updated the Prophet Muhammad as well. So
He belongs to the correct right.
yes, it's all good. We can also see that in China, there's also multiple different rites under singular faith right now in order to reflect it a bit more. We have last 10 minutes, so how about we show off 867?
Yeah, let's
as
show
well.
off our new bookmark.
Yeah.
This is pre-schism because playing as a theocrat from 867, preventing or encouraging the schism is one of the main pieces of quote-unquote story content.
Exactly. So we can see we have following characters over here. Let's select whichever one I decide.
What happens if you become unlanded as the Pope? Yeah, you still play.
Yeah, you play.
Yeah, you roll out of your cathedral, not a specific county.
You don't have to play as a prince bishop. You can be archbishop that is unlanded as well, because you have archdiocese to go through. Fun little Easter egg, not really. The Pope in 867 start date has 67 years old. Thank you very much. I will be here all night.
Oh my god.
You're welcome. In here we can see we start off in the fragile unity, right? However,
You
in
did
order
disable
to-
debug mode. It's putting all that extra.
yeah,
crap on
that's
the screen.
true. That's true. We can see over here. This is how 867 Christianity looks like. Yeah,
Let's,
look at this.
let's see the rights up in the British Isles. Is it all just insular there?
I'm sorry, Thomas. It's Roman right. However, there's insular over here. We can see the Carolingian rite as well,
Mm.
and the Greek rite over here. Nice.
Very nice.
And from here, naturally, there will be a schism coming. The main idea is we've set up the game where the schism will happen 90% of the time. As a player, if you try really, really hard, you will be able to prevent it. However, we wanted to follow like a historical pattern, as in every time a first crusade launches, it's usually Jerusalem as well.
Like there was a lot of momentum going in favor of the Eastern and Western Church becoming schismatic. It was going to happen after a certain point, like 400 years before it actually did.
Exactly. And from here, naturally, all of this is Catholicism, right? We can see how divergent they are, for example. Only 45, so, that's good, but keep them in line. What we can try, for example, is check for...
You see a couple people saying playable holy orders. No,
No.
they're not playable, but you do want to know where they are because they're one of your main sources of martial power when you're playing as a theocrat.
Exactly, you can check them over here in this map mode.
Okay, all right. Someone said, I can't believe By God Alone is coming out on the 31st of September. That was a typo. I apologize. But the really damning part of this is that on Wednesday, we recorded the feature highlight video for By God Alone. And at
Yeah.
the end, I did a nice little outro.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We're really excited to see what you think. And I said, when By God Alone releases on September 31st. And then I stopped. I'm like, September doesn't have 31 days, does it? And then other people in the room, we got together and, we checked the calendar, went to the end, 31. I realize now that we were still looking at August. So we have to throw out that entire section of footage.
Don't you know the Knuckles method?
No, I don't.
Okay, for all of people who haven't finished school yet,
Oh my
all
God.
5 of them, there's a Knuckles method. Life tips with Arthur. It's you go January, and because it has a knuckle, it has a 31 days. February, that's an auto one. March has 31. April has 30, and so on and so forth. Look,
You know,
this
this
is
wouldn't be a
look,
problem
this is
if we-
September.
Look, Kodak had the right idea using the standard international calendar. It is tragic that we didn't adopt that globally.
Let's show off monastic orders.
It's not that I got the date wrong. It's that the entire world got the calendar wrong.
Fun little interactions over here. Cool. What else should we show off? We have 7 minutes exactly. Anything else you guys would like to see?
Let's go through the tenants for now while they come up with something cool for
That's
us to
true.
look at.
Let's go through that. Let's modify our right.
Because we're trying to make each tenant impactful in some way, not just in terms of providing modifiers, but unlocking systems. Just if you adopt a particular tenant, it should have an actual impact on how you're
Exactly.
approaching the game.
There's quite a bit of them. However, you know what I'm gonna do? Don't look at this. There is a very special debug command that will allow me to learn all the tenants. But I have to actually find it first.
Well, it's not going to be in the right click menu. It would be under Papal Mayhem if it was.
This UI. Change question right. I feel like
All
it should be
right, all right.
here. Wait.
I timed the guy out for 30 minutes because he was spamming, but he is now asking again. Let's show him Judaism.
I've showed him Judaism.
We show Judaism?
Yeah, I what you were talking.
Yeah, I mean, show us the rights and everything under it. Yeah, rabbinic faith. Yeah, every existing faith is split into rites like this, but the majority of flavor content is Christian only. Because again, this was a Christian DLC first and
Yes.
foremost.
We have updated the system, but the flavor is for Christians. So we can see all the rights here.
Have we changed anything with reformation of unorganized religions?
Yes. The way you convert to a religion is no longer you get piety, you just do it, right? You have to first use a study right on someone who's already following that religion and learn of the religion so that you know what you actually have to practice. And only then, once you've learned enough, then you can actually start following it. So it's more of a process. It's no longer, I'm Christian now, there is Volt, right? It's now you actually have to study it, learn it, and then you can switch over to that religion.
Do we have new custom faith icons as well?
Oh my god. Look at this. I forgot about it. We've been in the DLC
go
for
through
so
it.
long.
Yeah, show everybody.
There's a lot. There's a ladder. I was genuinely confused by the ladder.
Why is there a ladder?
It's Jacob's ladder.
I thought it was
It's
like
yours.
That's not my ladder. I've
It's
never seen it
yours.
before. No.
There's quite a lot of icons. There's quite a lot of variation as well, in order for you to be able to properly customize your religion to your heart's desire. Look, I'm scrolling. This is still crazy. Even the
Oh,
cool
nice.
S got multiple colors. So
Yeah, there's a lot of new custom faith icons.
it really is the religion DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
So,
else is there, guys?
We've got less than 3 minutes left.
We've got less than 3 minutes. Either we show something off really cool right now, or we're ending the stream.
All right. Let's see.
Alright,
Can you convert to a dead religion? That is a really good question.
Ooh,
Like, if I wanted to convert to Hellenism now, how would I go about
I
it?
don't remember. I really, really don't.
Because the main thing with converting right now is that you need to learn the religion from
Yes.
somebody who follows it. So if there are dead religions, then how do you do that?
I don't remember.
You don't
I
remember?
have checked it. I don't remember. I'm sorry, and I don't want to lie to you.
I'll lie to them. It's really cool. There's a way you can do it.
Okay. I hate you.
I don't remember, but I know we were looking at it, but I can't remember what the design we settled on was.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think that covers the very first look at By God Alone.
Yeah, we'll probably stream it again in the future.
Oh yes, definitely. I really want to stream it. It has a lot of fun, little unique quirks, especially happening between the players.
Yeah.
I just like playing this DLC, man. What can I say? It's fun,
I mean, it makes playing as a Christian ruler
and as a secular
lot
ruler,
more engaging.
Yeah.
Because you don't just. It's not just a handful of modifiers. You actually care about what the church is doing and how
Exactly.
it affects everything.
Exactly.
And there's more Polish in the chat.
Yeah, my people represented.
All right. Well,
I click that.
lean over there and push the button. Thank you for watching, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this first look at our upcoming core expansion, By God Alone. We will stream it again sometime soon. No committed dates yet,
Yeah.
but we're really proud of this DLC. We can't wait to see what you think of it when it releases on September 30th.
Not 31st.
Not the 31st. We got to delete that entire section.
It's okay. Just
They
put
built the set and everything. We can't just re-record it.
just put a YouTube annotation on it.
No. I'm already getting clowned badly enough on
You've
Reddit.
seen our live stream setup.
No, we're allowed to be silly and goofy on the
Yeah,
live
okay,
streams.
okay.
That's different.
I forgot. I'm just silly and goofy all the time because I'm QA.
Yeah, we'll just bleep it out and have like poorly dubbed September 30. Yeah, we'll go with that. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you again eventually.
Yep. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye.